Okay, so before you guys start to bash me and say all these crazy and mean, hurtful things to me, let me start off by saying this. Beyonce is my big sister in my head, okay? So I am a fan. I'm able to admit when I don't like certain things, and I didn't like the halftime show. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna tell you why. My first reason is this. I don't know how I thought Beyonce was gonna come out, but I thought she would have came out like maybe from the sky. It was a Superdome, so something crazy like a blimp or a helicopter or some aliens, something. I don't know. The entrance to me sucked. Okay. Um, and I only say that because I'm used to Beyonce giving 199% when she performs. So I was expecting maybe 375, but it was, it was nothing. She normally outdoes herself. She didn't outdo herself to me. I don't know. Another thing I did not like was that the routines, she said that she had been working on this for 5 months. I sat here and said, there's no way, because the routines were the same from the Rebel concert. There were a couple tweaks, but it was the exact same. The production was pretty much the same. The only difference was, the staging and, where they were positioned at, and it was a little different in that way. But then I went back and I said, well, maybe it did take 5 months because production, they had to come up with a set list. They had to come up, with the wardrobe. The wardrobe had to match the set list. The set list had to be in sync with the production and all that. So maybe that took 5 months. I don't know. Beyonce said that she was going to be singing. Now, we remember that Beyonce created this hype where she admitted to lip singing. And that to me was just to make this show seem like it was going to be, I can't wait to see it. But she was still lip singing. Like anybody who sings and performs, i.e., me, Beyonce cued herself like, okay, they cued her in when she first started. Go back and pull it up on YouTube. Okay? And maybe you don't sing, so maybe you don't know or you cannot agree with me. Because I have people on my Facebook talking about, oh, and yes, and Beyonce is really singing. No, she's not. She's not. She was not. A few times she would say something only because production knew when to turn her mic on so she could talk. She was not singing. They cued her in and it was like, bam, you're the only one that I love. If she was going to prove to us that she was really, really singing, you wouldn't have needed to cue anything in. You would have cued your band in. Because once you started singing, they would have did the bump instead of the first noise. Bump. Because once you heard that first bump, that meant Beyonce, open your mouth. So you weren't really singing. So I was disappointed. But I'm used to it because I know when Beyonce, when she's really singing, I remember how she used to sing and how she used to do her hands like, and she would always just do these kind of runs to how she sings now. And I also know, if you remember her trying to sing the anthem live for real, it wasn't all that great. And also, Beyonce's real voice is kind of like a Jasmine Sullivan kind of raspiness. It's not. And then I can't even say that because when you perform, I mean, your mic does have a certain level of sound, and there is a certain sound that you do, give off. That's why they go ahead and do the sound checks to make sure the echoes are correct and the reverb's right and just all this stuff sounds right. So, but I can't even say that she was really singing because when she did that anthem, we know, a real fan knows. If you're a real fan, you know this. If you're not, I don't know what to say about you. But when she's really singing, her veins are like popping out the side of her neck. There was not one vein popping out of her neck tonight. Not one. The choreography was the same. Again, there were a couple tweaks. I don't know. That thing that she did on the floor for Crazy in Love. And let me just say this. Crazy in Love has never really been a song that I've just been like, woo! Got me looking so crazy. Just like getting into it. Like, no, I don't know what it is. People like it though. But I just don't. And I just don't ever understand why she always start off with that song. All the time. All the time. But she did that thing when she was on the floor. And, but whatever I'm trying to say, she did that at Revel when she performed Party. We remember, the thing where she had the screen behind her and she had the two girls that almost looked like her because of the wigs, and then the screen had like her. We remember that from the Billboard Music Awards. Now, what I did like about the Baby Boy performance was the part when she did her arms up like this and she did her hair and then they spinned around. Like, that was sexy, Beyonce. That was real sexy. I like that. I love that, sis. Like, you did that. But that's it. I was not moved by Destiny's Child at all because my thing is this right here. Destiny's Child, to me, they were great when they were, when they were great. They did so much together. They did so much not together to where when they come together, it's supposed to be like boom, like an explosion. It ain't nothing. Michelle still can't dance, and Michelle is so cool. She's funny, and I love her too, okay? But she still can't dance. They were still lip singing like they always do. We knew Beyonce was lip singing for independent women, and then they tried to prove to us so bad that the harmony is still there. And it was. But it kind of makes you wonder, was that part recorded too? I don't know. And then I wasn't moved by, if I was Kelly or Michelle, and that's why I guess I'm jaron. I don't think I would be pressed about performing your single that blew up and became a YouTube sensation. I wouldn't be pressed about doing it. Now, what I did like about them doing Single Ladies, I like when they danced together. That was cute. Like, Kelly was really, really into it. You did good, Kelly. I like that. I did. I like that a lot. But yeah, other than that, I wasn't moved by Destiny's Child's performance or them together at all. I mean, because they don't. Kelly had a good single motivation. You don't see her calling Beyonce like, "Hey, Beyonce, can you come perform, motivate?" Or Michelle on Broadway doing real good. Beyonce, do you think? What? But they always, Beyonce has to, But we already knew that they were gonna have to come because any entertainer or wannabe entertainer, inspiring entertainer, would have already knew that Beyonce, with this being her largest audience at one time, she's seen many more people than she saw in the Dome. But being as though there was that many people there and we knew how many people were going to be watching at one time, we knew she had to do the Destiny's Child medley somewhere in there, and we knew they had to come out because that would just be so great. I wasn't moved by it. I'm sorry. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that's how I feel about it. I'm sorry. I will watch it again, and maybe this time I might see something that I like. Maybe I won't. I doubt it. I don't know, but I'm going to watch it again because sometimes Beyonce's performances have to grow on me. But I was expecting 375%. I wasn't expecting the norm, Beyonce. And I'm talking to you now, Beyonce. Like, I was expecting a little bit more than what you did. But hey, I digress. Like, you did it and you did a good job. You always do. But, whatever. But, this is where I plug myself now. You guys can check out my videos. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but I had passed it. Before I go there, on my Facebook, and I'm posting this video on my Facebook. The kids are going crazy on my Facebook. I got people over here, Beyonce, woo, work, Beyonce, this, that, and the third. Then I got people over here that are looking at the people over here like, and then you got me in the middle like, I don't know, but they are going crazy on Facebook. This was Beyonce's bowl. Don't nobody care about the game anymore. Like, everybody's TV is probably turned off now. So I don't know. Let me know who win. I don't know. I'll check and see, but let me know. But yeah, this is where I plug myself. You guys probably don't know it or not because you may be new to me or to my YouTube page. You might just be meeting me and finding out who I am. But I had a page before that I did a couple years ago that I really, really, really enjoyed doing, and I really took pride in my videos. And I really see, when I look at my videos now, I see the growth. But what happened with that page, it was Trayvon Paris. That was my alter ego. Somebody hacked into it, and I've never been able to get into it. So I did a video last night that I really, 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 really liked. It was like I said, when I did the video, it was like therapy for me. Like, I felt so good about what I was saying, who I was saying it to, who was standing right there. Like, it was just a lot going on at one time, and it was great, and it was emotional, and I actually got emotional. And I get emotional sometimes. It just depends on what I'm singing and who I'm singing it to and what's going on in my mind. But it was a lot of stuff going on in my head at the same time. So it was like therapy for me, and I really realized a lot of stuff about myself doing that session yesterday. But that video is, I did a I Am Ready for Love cover, so you guys can go check that out. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish that was my own song, but I love it. But not only that, hopefully I'm about to start making some moves soon, because my team that I had, I don't know what happened to you guys, but maybe one day when I start making some big money, you'll show your face again, and I can say... But no, this guy, his name is Dion St. James. He saw my video yesterday, and we should be meeting soon. He's a radio personality here for 103.3. Please let me be saying it right. 103.3. Please let it be right. Because if it's not, this would just be terrible. And he probably wouldn't want to work with me anymore. But we were talking about going into the studio. We set up a day. He said Monday and Wednesday, and I am gonna make myself available to him. So hopefully we can put, our ideas together, and he seems to be very focused, and from what I've researched, because I do my research, he's brilliant. So I'm really excited, and at the same time I'm really nervous, but I got it. I can singing is what I do. Like, that's just me. Like, I don't know what to say. And it's just something I love to do. Like, you can tell me when something isn't right, do it like this, do it like that, and I am cool with it. I never go into a session like I know it all. I don't. Now, there are certain things I do know, but yeah, I'm easy to work with. So me and him are gonna hopefully start getting some things together soon, dear Dion St. James, because I sent you another message last night and I didn't get a response, dear Dion. After, we were discussing what we were going to do. So that's in the works. That's what we're going to do. And hopefully, because like I was just telling you guys, if y'all are new to me, I had another page, and I always like to keep... One day, I'm praying that my subscribers and my friend fans from Trayvon Paris will soon find me here, because I keep leaving tags for my old videos on these, and nobody seems to find them. So I kind of miss my friend fans, but hopefully when me and Dion do get together and we do start making magic, he'll let me, bring you guys in and keep you guys posted and do some recording. Maybe not for our first meet, because your first meet is always awkward, because we will have to be trying to fill each other out, you know, and sharing ideas. But it just depending on what he says, then I don't know. That's what we'll do. But you guys pray for me. I don't know. Like I said, check out my videos. I will keep you guys posted on what's going on. Don't be mad. You can subscribe. You can do whatever you want to do. You can talk junk. You can exit out. Dude, smash your laptop. I don't even care. Nah, but have a good night, you guys. Really, have a good night.